السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. Marhaban. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are well, enjoying yourselves, having a nice time. My name is Yakat Zaman, and this is the live stream we have on Fridays, Friday live stream. And basically, we kind of like chit chat, just talk about stuff that we've experienced this week or anything that's interesting. And today I've had a big dinner. Students did a big dinner, and so I feel very, very sleepy. Normally I don't eat lunch, but today I ate it. Probably won't be able to eat in the evening as well. Right, so ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban, welcome guys to this live stream. And as you guys know, in the live streams we have a question that you guys can ask. Hopefully, let me see if this is okay there. All right, so Ifat Samir, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Ahlan wa sahlan, I'm Hussein. Hussein, I hope you're well. Yeah, so that's basically been um, the day today. I've eaten a lot, and normally I don't have lunch, so I feel a bit sleepy. I don't know if you guys have lunch or not, but when I have lunch, I feel drowsy and sleepy. Zamira wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. I hope you're well. I hope everything's good down your end. Enjoying yourself in this rain. I don't know if it's raining where you are, but yeah, it's raining over here. So how has the week been for everyone? Everyone been enjoying themselves, having a nice, wonderful time. Yeah, so today I have peppermint tea. Yeah, so it's a mixture of mint, peppermint. I was actually listening to this guy the other day on radio, and the guy basically says that he has tasted over 2 million teas. Imagine that, 2 million teas he's tasted. That's his job. His job is to taste teas. And he was saying something like he tastes about up to 1,000 cups of tea a day. Just like tester, tea tester. Imagine that. Yeah. So that's basically been my week this week. Let me think. Is there anything else interesting? This week I didn't go cycling. There was no cycling this week. Well, actually, I did go cycling, but I actually, when I went cycling, I just went like about 6 miles or so. When I went cycling, I actually started to feel ill. Yeah, I was like starting to feel dizzy, sick, and I think it was because I didn't have enough water. So that's another thing that you guys should keep in mind as well. So when you're doing like any sort of training, any sort of strenuous work, make sure you have enough fluids. Make sure you had a good dinner, breakfast. All these things make a big difference. And so I was riding, and then I came to this. Like I was riding up this hill. It's quite steep. Riding, and then eventually I just stopped on the side. As soon as I got off, I just felt dizzy, tired, and sick nausea, and I just like sat down, just put my hand against the wall. And then for about literally 5 minutes, maybe more than 5 minutes, everything was spinning. Then after a while, I felt better. Got back on my bike, and then I did a short route. I was gonna go on like a 10-mile thing, 12-mile, but then change the route. Yeah, so that's the thing about training. Training, you gotta make sure if you're gonna do training, if you're gonna do any sort of strenuous exercise, make sure you know what you're doing, and make sure you get tips from experts, people who have experience. Yeah, so that was one thing. And the other thing was, because of my training that I've started in the mornings, I used to get this pain over here, really sharp pain in my muscle right over here. And so I was showing it to one of my friends, and he did like a sports massage on there. And basically, what happened was, I think I must have lifted the weight wrong, and it put too much stress on one part of the muscle, and it created this pain. So this is what happens when you just like get into the jazba, get into the hype of wanting to do exercise wrong, and then you end up like me. Yeah, so make sure, learn the lesson from me, guys. Everything is alhamdulillah, mashallah. Still keeping on top of on 10,000 steps a day, and spin classes. Oh, what's a spin class? A spin class. Let me find out what that is. Spin class. It's a spin class. Oh, spin class, is that? Oh, right, that's a kind of cycling. Crazy cycling. Whoa, that sounds crazy, that is. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, spin class sounds very difficult. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like like stable. What do you call them? Um, like cycling on the spot. Yeah, I like moving around. I like the air hitting you. I think that's the kind of thing which one of my friends he was saying to me that you can get these stabilizers. You put them onto your bike, and then you basically cycle in the same spot, and you can have a screen in front of you, and you can imagine that you're going somewhere. And I was thinking, yeah, maybe that's good for when it rains and all that, but the air and all that, you don't get that same like kind of adrenaline rush because when you're going fast down a hill, yeah, trust me, that's the next level thing. I mean, it's a bit of a risk that someone might pull up in front of you, knock you over, but that's the risk that you're taking, and then it's like feels good. So I'm that kind of risky kind of guy. Risky. I don't know if any of you, any of you guys like riding outdoors as well. Wa alaikum assalam, Masir Ali. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, Masir Ali. MashaAllah. كيف كيف أمريكا كيف New Jersey. Alhamdulillah, going well, mashallah. As you can see, the light in the background there, I moved it a bit. What do you guys think of that light? Does it look good? Yeah, this is the background light, blue. Yeah, I think I might put it on the top of there. Just kind of give it a nice glow to it. Yeah, Allah. It's really good for cardio. Cardio, yeah, I can imagine. Must be really good. Yeah, I mean, I need to do more regular cycling. Yeah, need to get rid of stomach. Yeah, stomach is the main thing. So, inshallah, I'm gonna do more cardio, guys. A journey to Arabic fluency. Wa alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan marhaban. Zahra Binti, remember your du'as. Remember us in your du'as as well. Jazakumullah khair. Hope you are well. Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, Mr. Journey. Masir Ali, America is fine, mashallah. What's the petrol prices like? The gas prices? You guys call it gas, don't you? We call it petrol and diesel. What's the prices over here are quite high. I heard in America it's quite high as well. You heard the sound of the tea there. Yeah, so that's been. What else? What else has what else interesting? Yeah, so I did put up. I put up some new videos this week. If you guys have checked them out, yeah, we had a hadith about doubt. I think that was a good hadith. I like that hadith. Yeah, that was a good hadith as well. And we also did Imam Shafi rahimahullah. So if you guys are not familiar with the kind of videos that I make, it's basically nearly every day there's some sort of a video that I'm putting up. I haven't put Arabic practice videos up. Or this today, there might not be no podcast today, Arabic podcast. So I do apologize. Today, there might not be a podcast today. Hopefully next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, loyal follower. Ahlan wa sahlan. Do we raise our hands in the janazah prayer each time the Imam says Allahu Akbar? According to the Hanafis, no. So according to the Hanafis, you raise your hands once and that's it. Yeah, according to Shafis and others, they say you raise your hands each time. Weight training is the best way. Yeah, I've started weight training. I do weight training in the morning after Fajr. So I've kind of like made myself. I'm going to start running after Fajr as well. So one of my friends, he does about 5. I think he does 5 miles or 5 kilometers. Yeah, every few days. So I'm going to start running. Go around the area, just run around. Hopefully start. I heard that's supposed to be good for you as well. Put my earphones in my ears, listen to my audiobooks, inshallah, and get that done. Because I think running has benefits in there that you don't get in cycling. So hopefully I should be able to get running done in the morning, do weights in the morning, do some reading in the morning, and well, oh yeah, my cold showers. I had a cold shower today, so cold showers in the morning. Yeah, that's the That's the inshallah routine I'm going to try to stick to as much as possible. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have routines in the morning, but inshallah I'm going to try to stick to this routine, try to develop myself physically, develop my body and my health, and also reading as well in the mornings. Is there a reason why only Hanafis don't raise their hands? There's So basically, there's no, like, we don't have a categorical hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, raise your hands and don't raise your hands. We don't have, that's the issue. It's basically, there's a few Sahaba who have reported observations. So if we had like a hadith that raise your hands, then we wouldn't really have an issue. But we don't really have an authentic hadith that says, raise your hands or don't raise your hands. So if it was like a serious thing to do, we would have definitely found a statement from the Prophet ﷺ about this. Yeah, that's the main. So the Hanafis say it's permissible to do if you want to do it, but it's best not to do. They say it's just غير أولى. They call it غير أولى. Apple cider vinegar helps. Yeah, I take apple cider vinegar. I've actually stopped taking it for about 2 weeks now because my sister was saying to me, it wears down your teeth, the enamel in your teeth. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of some other way of taking it. Because my teeth did become very sensitive. I'm thinking maybe that was the case. Every morning I used to drink apple cider vinegar with water. So I think maybe that might be the case. Yeah, but yeah, definitely apple cider vinegar, and I think the main thing is diet, not eating too late. So if you eat too late, I eat about 6ish. I've eaten now. I probably won't eat all evening now. So I think it's just about controlling your eating, exercise. What do you do, Mu'eed? What's your routine? What is the time increase in barakah? I mean, yeah, definitely. I find mornings really productive. I think the biggest benefit I find in the mornings, Fajr time, is that it kind of gives you positivity. It makes you feel positive about the day. So that's like a very important thing. You feel as though you've achieved something. You feel the sense of like accomplishment, and that is, I think, helps you get through the day confidently. So try it yourselves for a few weeks. Let's say 2 or 3 weeks. Every day, stay up after Fajr. Do something productive. Like do some reading, do some walking, go for a walk, anything, exercise, and you'll see you'll become more and more confident in your day, inshallah. Use a straw, yeah, but with the straw, I don't know, doesn't it still get your teeth? Yeah, okay, I'll try a straw. I think I'll have to try a straw. Brightest star, alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ahlan wa sahlan. Recently I started to grow my beard and it's very curly and messy. Are there any tips to make it grow and look good? I don't know, bro. I don't know what your beard looks like. I think there's different types of hairs. So my kind of hair texture is a bit different. I think what to try and do is you can get these kind of shampoos, conditioners, where you can put it in there and it makes your hair quite soft. So try to get yourself a good shampoo, conditioner, and regularly after every few days wash your beard. Yeah, put conditioner in there, leave it in there for about a minute or so, and then wash it out. Yeah, that's something I used to do before, but I don't do it now. And then also put in there some beard oil, some good beard oil. Yeah, put it in there, and inshallah, your beard should start looking nice. And then like fix your beard as well. So make sure when you trim your beard, make sure you fix it in a nice way as well. What time do you sleep? I used to sleep about 1ish, 1:30. But now it's like about 12ish now, maybe 12. Yeah, maybe 12:15 latest. Because I want to stay up after Fajr. So yeah, that's what I do. I don't know, what time do you go to sleep? Reusable stainless. Oh yeah, reusable stainless straws in it. Yeah, those are good ones. Oh, mashallah. Jazakallah khair. Saeed, my cousin. What's happening, man? Walaikum assalam. I'm good, man. I'm good. How's London treating you? London, busy, hectic lifestyle. Is it like is it headache? Oh, I'm actually might be going to London soon. With the madrasa, all the students we're going to. I think we're going to the museum or things like that. Just to go with the students, check out some places. So get ready, London. So far, students are coming. Walaikum assalam, Jay. Ahlan wa sahlan. I'm currently learning Arabic abroad and I just finished reading Al Ajurumiyya. What book should I study next? What you recommend? I think you should start reading Arabic texts, read stories, Arabic stories. Definitely. Back in Brum, yeah, we'll meet up inshallah. Yeah, definitely meet up on the weekend. Yeah, meet up when you're not busy. I'm actually this weekend I've got what have I got this weekend? Let me just check my schedule. All right, so this weekend, oh yeah, Sunday I've got a talk, a zakat talk. Yeah, Sunday I've got a zakat talk. Yeah, hopefully inshallah. Yeah, so otherwise besides that, I should be free, bro. Aqib Hussein, wa alaikum assalam. In terms of beards, what hairs are we allowed to trim and what hairs do we have to leave? So generally the rule is anything that's on your jaw. So if you do this, yeah, push your anything that's over here, you leave that. And above you can trim. All this around here you can trim. Underneath you can trim. Back in Brum, yeah? Okay, inshallah. Yeah, tell me when you're here, inshallah. We'll meet up. You come down to my house. How do you stop listening to music if somehow it can comfort you? I mean, if alcohol comforts you, I mean, you gotta still stop it, don't you? So what I would suggest is maybe try to listen to something else. Maybe try to preoccupy yourself with something else. Yeah, try to move away from these kind of things. Inshallah, next time down, definitely, bro, like the Bradford say, yeah. Bradford people are here, bro. My exercise routine could be more consistent, but my diet is okay, alhamdulillah. But I still have a big. You can drink ACV through a straw, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try that one. Yeah, my belly's not that bad. It's just like like a pouch, little tummy pouch. I think that's gone down now. So now I'm gonna work for the 6-pack. That's it. I'm gonna aim for the 6-pack. Did you know anyone in a circle of friends whom were Hanafis but changed to a different madhab? How common is it? I think I know people who didn't study Hanafi school, like who were born and brought up in like Hanafi family kind of style, and then they moved. Some became Maliki, some Shafi, some Hanbalis. Yeah, and that's most likely because they found that madhab easier to study. Yeah, but I don't really know of anyone who has actually studied the Hanafi school in depth, then become something else. I don't really know anyone that's done that. Abdul Majid, أهلا وسهلا وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا my brother. كيف حالك? How's your ride? Did your ride go well? So if you guys don't know, Abdul Majid was doing a ride for Cage, 40 miles, but altogether 51 miles, wasn't it? So how was it? MashaAllah, Eskhan, ahla wa sahlan, ahla wa sahlan. Long time no see, Eskhan. I was asking everyone last session, where did Eskhan disappear to? So I hope you're well. I hope London's good. Enjoying yourself. Yeah. And having a nice time. Sheikh, my parents are putting pressure on me to trim the beard and keep it very short. What should I do? What should be the length of the beard? So according to Hanafis have different opinions. So one Hanafi opinion is a fist. And there's other Hanafi opinions that as long as you have, like some later Hanafis have said, that as long as there's hair on the jaws, as long as there's hair on the jaws. Yeah, so there's that too. I mean, if they are kind of being strict on you in that situation, then if you were to take the opinion of those Hanafis, those Syrian Hanafis or Jordanian Hanafis who allow the trimming of the beard short, then you can take that. Which Aqidah book do you recommend for beginners? For beginners, I would suggest, look, I always say this to guys, make sure before you start studying Aqidah book, make sure you've learnt the meaning of the Quran from cover to cover. Study the Quran. This is the source of all our Aqidah. Imagine that. The source of our Aqidah is Allah's book. If we're not studying Allah's book, then it's pointless going to some another book before studying Allah's book. First, study Allah's book. Study with someone. Go with someone from the beginning to the book. Go, even if it takes you 5 years, 10 years, doesn't matter. Go through it, and then study like a book like Aqidah Tahawiyah or something like that. Alhamdulillah, went well. Easier than the last two, however, was cold. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I was thinking that morning when you went, I was thinking, Maji, man, Maji, feel sorry for you, bro, in this cold. TPHO, alaikum salam. Do we interpret yad and wajh metaphorically when the Quran says it's about Allah? There's a difference of opinion among scholars about that. There's one group of scholars who say, no, you don't interpret yad and wajh, you just keep it as it is. And another group of scholars says you allow to interpret as long as it's something which is plausible in the Arabic language and doesn't bring any defect to Allah. Brother, do you know any Maliki fiqh channels similar to yours? Unfortunately, I don't even know any Hanafi channels similar to mine. But inshallah, slowly I've seen some channels popping up where people are doing an assortment of videos. But unfortunately, I don't know. I wish there was a Maliki channel like mine, a Shafi channel. I wish there was 10, 20 channels like mine. Yeah, so that people could benefit around the world with free content. But Maliki channel, I'm not too sure. I mean, I think you can check Seekers Guidance. Check them. And I think Safina Society, Sheikh Shadi. Yeah, so Sheikh Shadi, I think he does that. Then pro lads were all wrapped up properly, and I turned up with me. Can you imagine? Astaghfirullah, my brother. How dare the pro guys put you to shame? Yeah, don't worry. Tell me their names and I'll sort them out. Yeah, so cycling, is a very good thing, but you got to be prepared. That's the thing. And one thing I learned here in cycling is you need to have the right gear. Yeah, you need to have the right gear when you're cycling. Seriously, you need to have the right shoes. You need to have the right underwear, t-shirts, everything, special material. Because when you're going to be cycling, remember, you're going to be sweating a lot. And a lot of that sweat needs to evaporate. Otherwise, it's going to cause sores in your body. So you need to have all the right t-shirts and trousers. And even if it's cold, you need to have the right headgear. So there's lots of stuff that you don't even realize when you get into cycling. And later on, you kind of hits you. So if we don't know which method to follow, we should stick to one that is common in our land. Yeah, that's right. So stick to the one which is easier for you to be able to get access. So if you're not interested in studying the madhab, then stick to those scholars who you're kind of familiar with and you can get answers from. Stick to them. And if you want to study it, then study it by those people, obviously, who's easy for you to be able to access. And the all is good. I hope all is well with you. So I am unplugging from social media and trying to be more excellent. Very good. That is an excellent thing. That is. Yeah, I wish I could unplug. But this is my activity. This is how I unplug from the world. Yeah, I speak to you guys, see how you guys are. But yeah, definitely. If you guys are finding social media overwhelming, taking up too much of your time, you keep on checking your phones, then I would definitely say, try to focus on something in your life, a project which you're passionate about. Any project. Whether it's like making something, maybe even food or gardening or sports. Yeah, focus on something that you're interested in, and that will kind of give you some sort of some productivity, creates productivity in your life. Their shoes has socks. Oh yeah, those ones. And then they got those kind of little jackets so they wrap up and they put inside and they can cover themselves up with it. Yeah, I hate those kind of cyclists, man. I know you cyclists out there who show off with all your high-tech gear. Yeah. Do you agree that the Hanbali madhab is closest to the Sunnah? No, I don't agree with that. So basically, when someone says Hanbali madhab is close to the Sunnah, that's basically a misleading statement, because Imam Ahmad himself, rahimahullah, was a student of Imam Shafi, and he learned interpretation. He does interpretation. Imam Shafi Hanbali's madhab, Imam Ahmad Hanbali madhab, is not looking at the whole of all the narrations. So they focus on certain narrations. Whereas, for example, the Maliki madhab is looking at the practice of the Sahaba that was passed down, like the spirit of the Sharia that was passed down. Same with the Hanafi madhab. It's very similar. So that's why when they say it's close to Sunnah, the Sunnah doesn't mean the wording of the Hadith. Sunnah means the greater meaning, and that wording of the Hadith is one reflection of that. So when people say Hanbali madhab is close to the Sunnah, I disagree with that a lot. Totally disagree with that. But not to say that it's wrong. I'm not saying that Hanbali madhab is wrong. I'm just saying that to say that is wrong, because all madhabs are closest to the Sunnah. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I personally think the Hanafi madhab is probably the most sophisticated madhab, you can say, in that sense. Yeah, the most closest to the meanings of the Sharia, the meanings of the Quran. That's what I would say. But people can disagree. People might disagree with me and say to me, uh, you know, they think that this madhab is. But because I've studied the Hanafi madhab a lot, and I've done my evolution of fiqh on there as well. Yeah. So what you need to watch, Loyal, is my evolution of fiqh that I'm putting up slowly. Watch that. Yeah, so it gives you an understanding of what before the madhabs sort of formulated, what was there, like what were the people practicing, what was the average, Abdullah and Zayd and Fatima, what were they doing in the mosques? Yeah, so you'll see that, and then you realize the status and value of each madhab. Hanafis are the best. Yeah, is there a book to understand the madhabs? Yeah, there's actually a book called The Four Madhabs by Abu Zahra. Four Madhabs by Abu, I think the history of the four madhabs by Abu Zahra. It's quite good. S. Hussein, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. S. Hussein, I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying this nice cold weather. Not cold, it's not really cold, but it's kind of weather, isn't it? And enjoying the high petrol prices. If I want to start studying hadith, what Hanafi hadith collection should I start with? I wouldn't suggest don't study Hanafi hadith. Study hadith. Yeah, I would say study hadith. Don't restrict yourself to studying Hanafi hadith. There's no such thing as Hanafi hadith. All hadith are hadith. But if you want to study a book, for example, like something like Sharh Ma'ani al-Athar, or Tirmidhi, Abu Dawud, those are good places to start if you want to understand ahkam. Yeah, ahkam are really good. Yeah, Jazakallah khair, Loyal. I would say it's the Shafi madhab, mashallah. Yeah, I mean, all the madhabs, respect to all of them, they all are very sophisticated and very technical, and have very thorough scholars have gone through the madhab, definitely. And all those are good, but I personally like the Hanafi madhab. I think if I was not a Hanafi, I probably think I would have been a Maliki, because after the Hanafi madhab, the Maliki madhab makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, it's like a very thorough madhab, like the Hanafi school as well. So that's my and I actually came to this conclusion when I was reading up on my evolution of fiqh course. That's the kind of thing that I actually came up with, because I'm reading a lot about Malikis. Actually, I'll put the plant over here, guys. What do you guys think? Yeah, a bit of greenery, a bit of jungle. Yeah, we don't really. This is not like marijuana or anything. This is like a normal plant. Yeah, before anyone thinks, what's this marijuana plant this brother's got in his room? Yeah, it brings nice, and it brings a nice greenery to the image. Yeah, it makes you guys feel a bit more relaxed. Last week, Jummah Salah was beautiful at Jami Masjid. I fell asleep listening to your recitation. Allah, you fell asleep. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but Jazakallah khair. Allah, Jazakallah khair. Today I had a Jummah at GBMF. I didn't record it today. It was at GBMF, my local masjid. Maliki is the least followed madhab at the world in the moment. I don't know, maybe. Most of North Africa is Maliki, by the way. Most of North Africa is Maliki. Yeah. So I don't know if it's the least followed. I don't know if it's the least followed. Also, do you struggle taking cold showers in winter? No. In fact, in the winter, it's actually, there's more pleasure in taking the. So let me tell you exactly what happens. Basically, I put the shower on like normal, half. Yeah. Get inside, and then just full whack, put it onto the coldest setting. Yeah. And then just get under it, and I don't wash my head. Yeah. I just wash my body, and I just stand there and like, I'm doing that kind of, that crazy breathing kind of thing that people do when they go in cold water. And then I just concentrate on my breathing, and then I maintain my breathing. Once my breathing gets controlled, then it becomes easy. So that's the thing you have to do. You have to like breathe out, eat, and then once you got that, then it just feels so good. In fact, your skin actually feels like insulated. It's crazy, I know it, doesn't it? But you have to try it. I know I'm going to keep saying this to you guys, and you're going to be saying to me, "No, we don't want to. We don't want to try it. It's too cold, crazy." Yeah, but you know what? You're going to have to. You're going to have to take the. You're going to have to take the test. Take the test. Take the shower test, and you'll see. You'll say, "You know what? This guy was right." Yeah, mashallah, this was excellent. And trust me, I mean, I never regret having a cold shower. Like every day, I take a cold shower. In the day, I'm feel energized. In the daytime, when I'm like teaching, I feel refreshed. I feel like I don't feel lethargic. My back is up. Mind feels awake, alert. And even till now, like my body feels like it's kind of like this feeling that you can't describe. It's like a nice, warm feeling you get in your. And my arthritis as well. Yeah, so my arthritis actually gets it kind of gets better if I take cold showers. I hardly feel it. So it sounds weird, but yeah, that's what they say, and that's what I say. I thought Hanbali was least followed. I don't know. Inshallah, when I do the data test around the world, yeah, survey, the census. Maybe there should be a census around the world, yeah. How long for 3 minutes? Just do it for 3 minutes. That's it. So once you're in there, it's just that the first minute is the hardest. First, I would say 30 seconds, and then after that, you just get used to it. Yeah, just psychologically psych yourself up. Just think to yourself, you know what? I don't care what's gonna happen. Oh, by the way, disclaimer: if you got heart problems, they say do not have a cold shower. Yeah, so I told you now, just in case your heart starts going crazy, and then you start saying to me, "You said have a cold shower," and then I get like, "Please come in my house." No. Wa alaikum assalam, Sharif will ahla wa sahlan, ahla wa sahlan, halakum. How much is fuel up there? It's almost up to $5 here, $6 in California. Uh, when you say $5, do you mean $5 per liter? So ours here is basically when I put it in last week, it was one. Where I put it in Costco. It was 146 diesel, 146 premium diesel. But I've seen some places where they've got like 170. Yeah, 170. At the highest I think is 170. I've seen. Some places 160. I don't know per liter. That is. We call it per liter. Oh, gallons. I don't know how much is gallons. Gallons, liters. So basically, 1 liter is 0.2. So yes, 0.2. Then what would that make it? Yeah. So yeah. So ours is liters to gallons. 1 liter is that is 0. So 1 liter is 0.2 gallons. Yeah, 0.2 gallons. So you work it out, bro. Sharif, work it out. I heard from a neuroscientist that a cold shower gives you a dopamine hit. You know what? I guarantee probably does. Trust me, now it makes sense because it makes you really feel good about yourself. You feel very positive. But you wash your head with warm water. No, I don't wash my head. Like those showers, I don't wash my head. I wash my head when I do like a normal shower. But those kind of showers, just in 3 minutes, out. And if I do wash my head, I do sometimes wash my head with cold water. Yeah, put my head in there, cold water, do the whole whack. Muhammad Prairie, wa alaikum assalam, ahla wa sahlan. Hello, as Muslims, should we worry too much about sustenance risk, especially with the bills increasing? So, good question. This is, you know what? Everyone in history has had economic problems. So, prices have gone up, prices have gone down. There's some places in the world that prices are like really high. I mean, places like Pakistan, and when I was there, I think prices were going up as well, and very hard for people to survive. But the thing is, Alhamdulillah, we know sustenance is in the hands of Allah, so that's why we shouldn't worry. We shouldn't worry about this. Yeah, just carry on as we are. Inshallah, Allah will bring this problem, down, or the prices down. Inshallah. MashaAllah, your Costco member must be a big store for England. Yeah, Costco is a big store. Yeah, it's a big store. It's good. It's got some good stuff. The only problem with Costco is, as you know, as soon as you go there for one thing, you come out spending like £50, £60. You're thinking, I shouldn't have gone in there. Zamira, is it allowed to stock food? Yes, you're allowed to stock food unless it's at a time where there's very little food around, and you're supposed to share food with the people, so allow other people to buy food as well, ration. But generally, yeah, you're allowed to. Nobody wash for the cold showers. Yeah, nobody's here as a cold shower person. Shame, guys, shame upon you guys. Like, is there any tips for keeping pants, etc., above the ankles, or are there specific types of pants available? I don't know. I mean, you could probably get some like some trousers that. So the trousers below the ankles. This is what the Hanafi says a makruh tanzih thing, meaning it's not sinful. You're not sinful for having your trousers below your ankles unless you're doing it out of arrogance, showing off front of people. Then it's sinful. Otherwise, it wouldn't be considered to be sinful just to have it like that. But if you want to keep it above the ankles, then you can get some trousers or you can roll them up. Up to you. Yeah. Fahim Safla, ahlan wa sahlan wa alaikum assalam. I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah. Oh, let me show you a gadget I bought, guys. I bought this gadget. Guess how much I got this for? This is really good. This is quite strong, yeah. And I can put my iPad. So this is my writing pad that I use for writing on the screen. Yeah. So I can put this on there, and then I can put it at any position I want, like that, or maybe even like this, top, yeah. And then I can write on there, and you can use an iPad, or you can put a book on there. And this is like a really good thing, I think, right? Especially, for example, sometimes you want to put your phone on there, you want to do a recording or something. This is really good. It moves very, very nicely. It's quite sturdy as well. It's like metallic. And I actually got this for £5 on Amazon. So I saw someone on YouTube. They actually were going through some gadgets, and they were showing this, that they have this. It's quite cheap. I mean, for £5, it's like much better than so many of those mobile stands. And it's not just for mobiles. You can use it for your iPad. You can even use it for like a book or something. Yeah, you can put a book on there. Like you want to, in the kitchen, you want to like look at a book, recipes. You could put that on there. Yeah, it's like really good. I think this is probably one of those kind of things that you buy which are long lasting and good investments. I think this is a good investment. This is £5, and it folds up. You can easily just fold it up nicely. Yeah, it folds up like this, and you just keep it somewhere nice in your car, even. And yeah, I think this is a really good thing. I would definitely, if you guys like, maybe I don't know, you got an iPad and you got a little keyboard and you want to do some typing, this is a good thing for that. Yeah, investment, guys, investment. So I've been using this for writing and putting my iPad on there sometimes when I'm doing some typing. Because with the new iPad I've got, alhamdulillah, I've been using it a lot, and it's very handy. Like when you're able to put your iPad somewhere and be able to see it properly, it's very, very useful. Otherwise, having your iPad in your hand or trying to lean it against a wall or a book, this is something where sometimes a big headache. Any plans of us so far purchasing the parking is difficult. I don't think the council will sell it to us so far. Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, definitely. If so far could get that park, it'd be excellent. But I don't think council will sell these kind of public areas. They won't sell that. Yeah, parking is a problem everywhere. Definitely. I mean, so far it's quite lucky because you got like the surrounding streets on the other side as well, and you got across the road this big bay area that's normally like empty in the evenings and weekends. So, but it's just in the daytime, isn't it, for Juma? It's difficult some days, especially if I was to stay. Yeah. So I think, you just have to find local sort of places to park. Nahid Ahmed, ahlan wa sahlan. So can you send a link for the stand, please? Yeah, I will send a link for the stand. Let me find the. Let me try to find the link for the stand. Actually, I'll put the link on the stand in my social media feeds, inshallah, because I've got to look for it now, and I can't exactly remember what it was called. Inshallah. Ya Allah. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I can't seem to find it yet. Sharif, alaikum salam. Can you mention a few facts about Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz just from any and informative? So Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz, seems to be like, if you want to explain it like in a very sort of easy to understand way, Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz seems to be this divine universal like database of information. It's like what do you kind of call it? Like a iCloud or something, I don't know. But it's this divine database of every single thing, all the information for the whole universe is in there. So imagine the universe is like a computer game, yeah, software. All the data, every single thing of everything that's going to happen and everything that has happened, and all the amount of oxygen that's going to be created, and all the amount of animals and creatures and humans and people are going to get ill, and people, every single piece of detailed information is all stored in there. That's what it's like. Is it true white and black turbans are preferred over other colors? There's no hadith to say that they are or they're not. So some Sahaba, Ibn Umar used to wear a yellow turban. Yeah, he used to actually, what he used to do was he used to put yellow dye in his hair, and then he would put yellow dye in his imama. So he would wear a yellow imama. Yeah, yellow. So there's like various types of colors that you can wear. There's nothing specific about white and black. I generally wear this black one. I need to get a new. I actually need to get a new hat, guys. So if you guys know any recommendation of good hats, my head's a bit big. I've got a big head, so I need to get like a good hat because summer's coming up and I can't wear my woolly hats. So if you guys know any good places that have any good hats and right size for my head, then please send me a link. And because I need to buy some hats for spring, summer, inshallah. And I've been to some places, and Amson's doesn't really have my head size. None of the hats that I want. During wudu, is it necessary for water to enter the eye? No. You don't need to put it in the eye because that's something which is like burdening. Archive, that's it. It's like an archive. It's like a living archive. It's like beyond any computer system that we ever can imagine. Yeah, it's obviously Allah's creation. So it's really powerful. So it's going to have like all sorts of information in there. And it's going to be like a super powerful system. Are you studying with under Sheikh Faraz Rabbani? No. Allah Mahfuz is a created thing or just decrees flowing? Yeah, so it's a created thing. Everything is created besides Allah. Every single thing Allah creates. Allah's the creator of everything. I'm sorry, do you wear black because your teachers used to wear black? I don't know, I think I wear black. Some of my teachers wore black, some didn't wear imamas, some wear white, some wore like other colors, some wore orange. I think I probably just wear black because I just got this black one and it just kind of fits with anything you wear. If I had different colors, I probably would wear different colors. Yeah, but I just wear black usually. It's easier. If it gets dirty, you can't really tell. So there's no hikmah in me wearing the black. Is it just me or you look slimmer than before? Yes. Good. Thank you very much for saying. I've actually lost weight. Yeah, well, not like lost weight, but I actually weigh about 12, just over 12 stones. Yeah, about 100 and, how much is that? I can't remember exactly how much that is. Yeah, how many, 70 kilos. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, I've lost weight. So for the past month or so, I've been doing morning exercise, cardio. I've been doing food. I've been eating twice a day. I don't eat after 6 o'clock usually. Very rarely will I eat after 6 o'clock. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that. You can get good topi hat from Zamzam on Coventry Road. Yeah, Zamzam, Coventry Road. Okay, that new shop. Where is Zamzam? Is it near Amson's? السلام عليكم أستاذ محترم أهلا وسهلا واسق باي क्या हाल है खैरियत से है hope you're well. I hope Euro is good. Europe is treating you well. Yeah, so that's that, guys. That's the yeah. Well, as for these gadgets, yeah, I always like. I think if you really want to do like a gadget or technology setup, computer setup, then you need to always be up to date with all the latest gadgets. Yeah, so I regularly, like maybe once a week, I spend up about 2 hours, at least 2 or 3 hours, just like researching, looking up gadgets, looking up different ways, software, things like that. Yeah, to improve the videos. Jazakumullah khair. Ahlan wa sahlan. Charles Stones, big rocks. Oh yeah, America, you guys don't have stones, do you? Yeah, we have stones here. Yeah, so I don't know how much is 12 stones. So 12 stones, 12.2 stones. I've got to weigh myself again. I just got to check. 12.2 stones is 77 kilos, kg, 77 kg. And in pounds, that's 170 pounds. Yeah, 170 pounds. I think the Islamic establishment front of the Jam Masjid in Leicester sells kufis. Okay, I'll have to go and check there. Leicester's a bit far, but yeah, if I do ever go to Leicester, probably will check. Zamzam near Misty Dish before you get to Charles Road. Ah, okay, I'll check. Yeah, I'll have a check over there. Yeah, inshallah. Allah. Who is this Allah? Is this trying to think who you are. Wasiq, Sarfaraz, Sarbuland, Ba Shayad Ustad Aziz. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so that's that, guys. Anyway, I think I'm gonna finish it there. Yeah, I've been feeling a bit sleepy because today students did a dinner. Yeah, the third years did a dinner, and they made like homemade food, some roast chickens. They made pilau. They had halwa and molvis. Molvis like halwa. So I ate a lot. Yeah, I shouldn't have eaten too much, but I ate a lot, and I'm feeling a bit tired, sleepy. Yeah, Allah. Is Jubba classed as Sunnah? So, when you say Sunnah, do you mean, is it something that the Sharia recommends for you to wear? Is that what you mean by Sunnah? What do you mean by Sunnah? With this, we need to go Mr. Desh again someday. Acha. Yeah, definitely. Is this Mizan? Mizan, yeah? Yeah, Misty Desh, we gotta go. Inshallah, we'll go, bro. We'll go to Mr. Desh. Yeah, so I prefer, normally I prefer homemade food. Outside food is good. I was telling the students today, I was telling them, you know what? Homemade food is the best food because the people that made the food, they made it with sincerity, they made it with love, and the food is is more wholesome. Yeah, outside food, you don't know what kind of ingredients they put into it. Yeah, I thought so. Mizan Sahib, mashallah. Good to see you, bro. Salam alaikum. Was visiting Burj Khalifa and they said Maghrib time is different for people at the top. I don't know if there's a different opinion, but I can imagine, yeah, because when you're at the top, the sun is still up, and you're at the bottom, the sun has set. So it makes sense. I don't know what the other madhabs would say, but according to Hanafis, you would have to pray whenever the sun sets. So at the top, as long as you can still see the sun, Maghrib don't stop. It's the same in a plane as well. When you're in a plane, your jubba looks very nice. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. I bought this from Amson's. Actually, I got a gift from Amson's. He was given to me as a gift from my students. What the Prophet will know, he wore different types of clothes. So he wore clothes that were sent to him from Byzantine Romans. He wore like a ihram clothing. Most of the time, he wore like ihram clothing. And it was handmade cloth. So this is not handmade. This is machine made. So the sunnah, if you're going to say it that way, then the Prophet only wore handmade clothing, not machine made. So can I share a hadith, please? Is it sahih? A dying person experiences the pain of 300 swords being pierced into his body. Do you have the Arabic for it? Do you have the Arabic, or do you have the source that I can check? Is Amson's Thobe shop in Birmingham? Yes, Amson's got a few shops in Birmingham. One is on Allen Rock Road, and one is on Coventry Road. I don't know. There might be a third one if anyone is aware, but I only know two of them. The jubba that is mentioned in the hadith is not the jubba we wear. No, it's not. No. Because there were different styles that they had. Yeah, there was like different styles. So The ones that you wear, like Emirati design or others, these are different. So the Prophet ﷺ wore handmade cloth. He never wore machine made. Yeah, so it's handmade, and it didn't have like buttons like this, and there was no pockets in there. Never had pockets. There was no pockets. I mean, it depends how like exact you want to be with the Prophet ﷺ's clothing, right? So if you want to be really exact, most of the clothes that he wore was like ihram. So he wore like a loincloth. He never wore trousers. Right? So if you want to like follow that to the minutest degree, then wearing trousers is not from the practice of the Prophet ﷺ. He wore the loincloth, the lungi, yeah, and he wore the top like ihram kind of shawl. Ustad, what is the difference between Iman and Islam? If you have Islam but no Iman, you wouldn't be a Muslim, right? That's right. Yeah, they're the same thing. It's just the way you look at it. It's like saying, what's the difference between a ceiling and a roof? What's the difference between the ceiling and the roof? So the ceiling is from the inside and the roof is from the outside. If you don't have a roof, you can't have a ceiling. So the same thing with Iman. Iman is basically the belief that you have, which is more abstract. And Islam is the way that you implement those beliefs. Yeah, the way they implement those beliefs. Yeah, lungi, you know, izar. So you know what you wear for ihram, basically, when you go for Hajj and Umrah, what men wear at the bottom. That. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so the Prophet ﷺ, he wore different types of clothing. So a lot of people are shocked. He wore clothing that was like literally a Roman clothing he wore. That was gifted to him. With a jubba rumiya. He used to like that a lot. Can't find the Arabic, but it was reported by Hassan al-Basri. I don't know then. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, I haven't really come across it, so I wouldn't be able to comment on it. But if you do find like the text or something, and then maybe I can check where. If one on the plane and the sun is out for the whole journey, how does one? So this is a very good question. This is a question that scholars have struggled with, because like the idea is salat times are based upon the movements of the sun or the movements of the earth. So if you're like on a plane and you're flying literally around the earth and the sun is not setting, then what do you do? So this is why some like scholars would say you don't pray until it sets. Yeah, you don't pray until it sets. What if, for example, you're in space, you're going towards the sun, and the sun is right in front of you? What do you do? Is there no salat? So some would say there's no salat, and some say there's basically you just work out what times you roughly would pray salat, and you just estimate it. Umran, wa alaikum assalam, mashallah, exams went well, alhamdulillah, good, mashallah. I made dua for you, bro. I made dua for you, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So what kind of questions did they ask? In crowded places, I read you do sajda on a person's back. Have you ever seen that done? Yes, I've actually done it myself. So I live right next door to Jama Masjid. Come down for food next time. You do Jummah there. We'll cook for you, inshallah. Inshallah. Usually Jummahs are a bit busy for me, but I'll one day, inshallah, one day, definitely. I'm going to make a mental record of that. Did the Qiraat Imam Asim rahimahullah and Imam exam? MashaAllah. Well done. Qari Saab, Qari Umran Sahib. I'll send you the question papers on WhatsApp. Okay, inshallah. Send it to me. Assalamu alaikum. What is your favorite city visit in the UK outside Birmingham? I think probably Leicester's. I like Leicester. Leicester's very good. I like Derby's good as well. It's a bit boring, but it's okay. It's good. I like it. London is too hectic. Bradford is good. Yeah, the people in Bradford are good. Yeah, I think those are probably the ones that I like. Fatima, alaikum assalam. Can my parents be my wali if they are not Muslims? So generally the wali is, the wali is a Muslim. If you don't have any Muslims, then yes, they can step in as your wali. Yeah, wali basically means someone who is your protector. Your protector, they can be your wali, but normally a Muslim is the wali. Do you have to lead every week? Yeah, every week I gotta lead somewhere, because I get so many offers of people who say to me, do Jummah here, do Jummah there. So what I done was I just accepted certain 4 places where I just say, okay, I'll do Jummah in these places. So that anyone else who asks, I just say to them, I apologize, but my places are booked. And we need more scholars. We need more speakers. It's so important in the community, like people who have understanding of what's happening in the community, who can speak the language, who people can relate to. And I think there's a big need for that, because a lot of places where Jummah will be very boring. It's like they don't talk about anything that's like, imagine once a week you have the attention of people that you're never going to see in the week. You have this big group of Muslims who are going to be attending. And that's your one opportunity to really tell them something which is going to become a motivation for them to start getting closer to Allah. So it's very important that the person who's going to give the speech really kind of knows how to speak to the people, I think. What's good about Derby? Friends in Derby. Got some good friends, man. Sufyan. So if you got Sufyan in Derby. Send the question paper. Jazakallah khair. Planning to begin studying Alim course. Alhamdulillah. 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 Let me check the question paper. Let's see. Let's see the questions. अच्छा, 5 सवालात के जवाबात मतलूब है, निशानात मुसावी है. ईमान की तारीफ बयान करते हुए अरकान ईमान तहरीर कीजिए. मशहूर आसमानी किताबों के नाम जिक्र करते हुए बताइए कि कौन सी किताब किस रसूल पर नाजिल हुई. माशाल्लाह. ईमान मुफस्सल मा तर्जुमा तहरीर कीजिए. आइम्मा मुज्तहिदीन के नाम क्या है और इनको पैरवी करने वालों को क्या कहते हैं. अहले बैत अतहार रिदवानुल्लाह अलैहिम अजमईन के नाम और इनकी अजमत बयान कीजिए. फ़र्ज़, वाजिब, सुन्नत, मुस्तहब, हलाल और हराम की तारीफ कलम बंद कीजिए. कलम बंद, I like that word. पहला, दूसरा, तीसरा कलिमा मा तर्जुमा तहरीर कीजिए. मुख्तसर सीरत नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम बयान कीजिए. This is good, nice, very very nice questions. Nice juicy questions. Okay. जामिया निज़ामिया हैदराबाद. सालाना इम्तिहान 2.5 hours. इस्लाम में नमाज की अहमियत पर रोशनी डाले. वाह. इस्तिहकाक इमामत की वजूह कलम बंद कीजिए. मुनफरिद इमाम, मुक्तदी और औरत के तरीक़ा नमाज का फ़र्क बितफ़सील. नमाज इस्तिखार का तरीक़ा किताब की रोशनी में लिखिए. मुफ़सिदात नमाज की मुकम्मल तशरीह कीजिए. फ़र्ज़ नमाज़ों की जमात में मिलने का बयान कलम बंद. इशराक, चाश, तहज्जुद, इनमें से किसी 2 पर रोशनी डालते हुए कि औकात रकात वज़ाहत कीजिए. ज़बरदस्त. Oh, these are loads you got here, bro. Okay. Hamza wasal, Hamza qat'i. ورقق الراء إذا ما كسرت كذاك بعد الكسر حيث سكنت. إدغام صغير. تجويد. شاباش. You've got loads of questions. You've got صغار أمور يهيج كبارها. وعد بلا وفاء عداوة بلا سبب. عربي भाई. This is a good one. अच्छी लड़कियां पतले और तंग लिबास नहीं पहनते हैं. सुस्ती करने वालों के लिए नाकामी और दुनिया में रसवाई है. This is good. حدائق, زجاج, مجلة, مستشفى. أأنتم أعلم أم الله. This is good. These are all nice question. हिजरत असबाब, हिजरत पर रोशनी डालिए. MashaAllah, very good. Well done, MashaAllah. Quite good questions. Ya Allah. And exam 1 was slightly more detailed. What fields do you think most young graduates at Darulums need to go into these days? I think it all depends which area you live in, problems of society. I generally think communication, writing skills, writing skills, like problems, going into things like philosophy, countering philosophy, philosophical arguments, maybe even going into things like politics as well, like history of politics, understanding how politics works, so that you can write about these problems. Yeah, I think these are the kind of things that. So there's like, I would say scholars need to go. There needs to be scholars who are doing the normal traditional sort of sciences, who are continuing them, teaching them. And then at the same time, there needs to be those scholars who are working with the community, grassroots levels. And there needs to be those scholars who are working in the financial markets, industries, helping Muslims provide better products, halal products, or alternatives to what's out there. Muslims working with the government's policy, being able to explain Islam in the best way. Yeah, I think there's these kind of I think there's these kind of different things. I don't know exactly what would be the best thing for Muslims around the world, but in our areas, those would definitely be the things that are important. Imagine London similar to New York, just city, just packed wall to wall with people always moving around. Yeah, whoa. Inshallah, one day when I come to New York, I'm gonna have that Philly burger, halal Philly burger. Which Arabic book would you think is the most beneficial to translate that hasn't been? I don't think translations are good, my brother. I think translations, the purpose of translation, I don't understand it. I don't know why people are translating books into English. There isn't really a need for translation. I converted to Islam, but my family are not Muslim. My question is, when I will get married, I'll follow my parents' tradition, e.g., getting married. A man should pay bride price to my parent. So the bride money goes to you. Yeah, it goes to you. It's yours. So Islam, if you want to give it to your parents, it's up to you. But normally it's given to the wife. I wrote it in Urdu for practice, but wasn't free of error. The human experience. Yeah. When you come into Chicago, inshallah, when I get inshallah my permission to enter the US, then I'm gonna come. What is Chash Salat? Chash Salat is Urdu for duha, like the nafal salat that's prayed in the morning between Fajr and between Zuhr. Results in Ramadan, inshallah. Hope to get awwal imtiyazi rank, inshallah. You will definitely, inshallah, definitely. All right, guys. So take care, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and hopefully tomorrow is going to be question and answers, usual time, 9:30 UK time. And check out the videos as well. I'll put up this week, and have a nice one. So in the fiqh term of politics, is it considered a branch of Islamic science? Not necessarily. Yeah, so certain types of fiqh, certain types of politics in fiqh are fiqh like topics. But generally, when I was saying politics, I mean understanding how the Western politics works. So Muslims know how to get their rights. Muslims will know how to sort of lobby for their causes. To video people. All right, guys, take care, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.